Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dustin, and I've been trying to note. I've noticed I've been having some audio issues lately. Like, is that a boss spawning? Gosh, it is. Um, there's been a few times when I've been playing and like doing stuff where my microphone just doesn't sound like it's that loud. Unfortunately, we're actually going to be starting off with a boss today. I believe Sangoon is the one that I'm at currently. So we're going to join my sorceress, my season sorc in progress here in a second. I just don't understand why my microphone looks like it's so quiet. Or maybe I just haven't been streaming in a while and I just don't talk too loud, but I'm talking kind of loud. I don't know. Either way, things are probably going to sound kind of weird for the next couple streams, and I'll just live with it. So let's go ahead and hop into the game. And Sangoon should be alive. Yeah, there's Sangoon, Bolgasol, and I think Kazarka.
How pathetic.
Yeah, you're pathetic, dude.
Torn apart by my teeth.
Look, dude, I don't really care that much. I just want to be able to hit you a few times, alright? Yep. I knew that was coming. So this is an alt. I still use Fairy's Tears, though, if I'm honest, because why not? It's a cooldown. It's like an hour. Just don't, Sangoon. Just don't. This is a, like, legit end-of-season gear, like, full pen everything. Minus this one ring. Don't talk about it. But yeah, most Land of the Morning Light bosses just hit ridiculously hard for no reason. Even on like my main characters, there is a risk of getting killed with like 400 and I think it's 405 DP. So they're scary. I just want to hit them just enough and then just run away and then just wait till he's dead and then go back and loot him and then call it a day. That's basically all I'm doing here. But yeah, today, title of the stream, going for Guru Gathering Master 24. That is where I'm currently at, Master 24, 29.84%. I'm going to be basically buffing as much as I possibly can. I don't know. I don't think this is what I want to do, right? No. Because I have the Treants tier, so I'll use that. But, yeah, there's a lot of different things. I made a video. It's not out yet. If I remember, I'm going to do my best to, like, add a note here. Let's see. Going for Guru stream, add video link for 2025 goals in video. So that's going to be a very important thing that I need to remember to do. Inside that video, I kind of go more into detail about where my current situation in the game is, what I'm going for, how I want to go about it, things of that nature. So that's kind of what I'm going to be... Oh gosh. Hitting all the wrong buttons. I don't really care that much. Alright, cool. Alright, so where is the next boss? Yeti is going to be spawning soon. Kudum, Bolgasol. So I guess I'll go set this character up for Bolgasol over here. So, yeah, just bear with me a few minutes as we go and do this. I don't believe I can do another map. Say another one, because I did do one not too long ago. I actually can. 6 hours. Let's go Nampo. This will make my life a whole lot easier, for starters. Usually I don't mind having the patience to, like, go from one place to another, but it's such a stupid pathway just to get over here. Like, look at all this. Like, what is that? And then it doesn't get any better because then Bogasol's like all of this. So it's like, what? Why? Why are you guys like this? PA? Why? So, yeah. What I'm going to be doing today is we're going to be going over to Bear. Bear is a spot south of Calpheon. If you're going on your way to, like, Old Wisdom Tree. About the halfway point, I would say, is the conflict zone down there. If I quickly go to the map, should be here. So, Calpheon, right up over here, Calpheon City. There's this conflict zone down here, as I call it, Camasylvia vicinity, Lemuria Guard Post, a Tanis, not Artanis pond. There's Old Wisdom Tree over here. It's the Bear Point is right over here. I'd say it's almost equidistant in terms of if you draw a straight line, but it's right down over here. And over by Bear, there is a pathway that goes along over this way, and there's a pathway that goes down over here, which then connects down here to the Moria Guard Post through the Camp Sylvia vicinity. This like little area right over here, there's a bunch of herbs, and that is an area that a lot of people will use life skill boofs, life skill boosts and buffs, and they will just basically gather until they level up, and it's a pretty good way to pretty good and fast way to level up gathering. So one of the goals in the video that is going to be coming out soon.tm, for those of you watching this much later, there might be a link down below for that. There will be talking about what I want for goals and stuff like that. And one of them is that I want to get Guru gathering. I want to get Guru on everything eventually. By 2025, we're going to temper expectations on these two and try to get maybe Master 20 on the other ones. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'm going to try to readjust some audio settings a little bit here and there. I don't know. It just... I'm not sure if it's just because my computer does updates without me knowing about it. If it's just I get quiet and get loud. If it's microphone going bad. I don't really know what it is. I'm also trying to find some music for today. I'm going to be trying to find what people claim to be DMCA free type stuff. I could just use YouTube's audio library, but I'm not going to do that, so basically heard just about everything that's on the YouTube audio library at this point, so this one's from Epidemic Rock. I don't know if that's good or bad or somewhere in between, so I think I've heard this mix a few times here and there, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to link this in chat as well, so if anybody's interested in music that we're listening to. For anybody curious, I didn't want to do like lo-fi, as, you know, maybe appealing as that might be. I didn't want to have to deal with it because then it was like, might put me to sleep, and I need something with a little bit more edge to kind of keep me awake, honestly. And this is labeled as rock, but I swear that sounds more metal to me. But that's okay. I'll keep this where that was. Thank you very much. Alright, so now that we're just about where this next boss will spawn, this boss spawns in I think like over 2 hours from now. It's about 3 actually, 2:52. Yeti spawns in 1 hour and 22 minutes. I do want to attend the Yeti boss just to kind of show it off, because it's a seasonal thing. Somebody is talking in general chat. You guys can't see it because I have it covered by a PNG of like Raven from Teen Titans. Great anime. Absolutely loved him when I was growing up. Raven's favorite character. But somebody was saying it was pretty painful when it dropped from 135 billion. And I think they might be talking about Black Stars. I'm not sure. If you're selling, it's painful when it drops. If you're buying, it's actually a good thing. All right. Also, PA seems to have circled back around. Instead of having Shy be their poster child, it seems to be Dark Knight now with that Pen Black Star support. It's like they just really need to sell you on the whole, like, yeah, this is cool, this is awesome. Alright, before I get too invested in this, I do have quite a bit of buffs going, and considering that I'm going to be doing some gathering today, I want to kind of do some stuff here, which is exchange these, honestly. I want to pop a bunch of buffs, and then we're going to run over and then start doing gathering. So It'll take me a second here to kind of get us situated. Can I do blush leaves at the same time? Major city, yeah, Leanna. So this is 20 per, so 820. And then the fishing is also Leanna, so that's 5, which means I can do all of these essentially. That's cool. I think just for quick stack reasons, I'm going to keep 5 in there. So if you don't know what these are the life skill items. They're like, well, exchange items, basically. If you need a bunch of sharp crystals, for instance, you can take Fairy's Breath and you can turn them in 10 of them for 2 black crystal shards, sharp, all that fun stuff. Same thing with Mysterious Catalyst. As you're doing alchemy, you get them, and then you can exchange them for things that you probably are making or need for alchemy reasons. Blush leaves, same thing. You can turn them into things that you would get from doing farming, which I need to get into, and I need to do contribution farming, which is half the reason that I'm doing this. And then also the bottle. Now, when I go to turn these in, though, I don't want to use this book here, which is a 10% life EXP. There should be a book. I don't know where I have it, though. It's for 20% contribution XP. And that's what I want. I believe it could be on this character. It could be anywhere. That's the problem. Oh, boy. Where would I have put it? Please just be something book. Oh boy, it's not. Oh boy. Please be in Velia. That's why I put a lot of crap. I do need these energy gourds. There was something else I wanted to get here. Life skill mastery stuff. Crap. Where is this book at? This is going to be painful if I can't find it. Also, I'm going to need these. That's combat stuff. Don't care. I'm going to grab those. That's all skill. I should put those in family, but I'll do that now just so I don't forget. This might be a little bit longer than I thought, unfortunately. Where is this book? It was one they did not too long ago, too. There's all my safe Deboreka stuff for when I go for the Karazad. I want to say I didn't put it in storage somewhere, but I could have. These are just irrigation systems. I'm not concerned about that. Okay. So Medea next. That's a spare. We don't talk about it. Valencia. I don't think it'd be any of these because I don't touch those storages like at all, really. Kama. Not seeing it. It's an unknown seed over there. Drigan, Odie, Great Ocean, Mountain of Eternal Winter, Lommel. Oh boy, where do I have it? Maybe I don't have it. Maybe I'm just lying to myself. Maybe it's Maple Leaf. Who knows? Oh, who would I have potentially put it on? That's Deadeye stuff. I'm not concerned about that. It's 2 different books. It's not on this character. I didn't make up this item. Trust me, it exists. Trust me on that. There's a Spectre Energy there. Interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, this is the one I used to. This is my season Mewa that I used to take over to Centaurs. No. Most of these are going to be like complete bare bones for the most part. That's the Ataraxian one. Is that it? No, I have no idea what that is. Just all sorts of crap everywhere, really. What's that? Oh, I don't care about that. Quint Maraca things. There's that Garmoth heart that I need the Hesed crystals for. Where is this book? That's the Chenga Tome. there. That's against monsters. This is going to be something that I need. Well, this is from the event stuff that's going on right now, so yeah, let me go ahead and grab those. Anything that's life skill stuff, we're gonna grab that. Grab that. Item drop rate, don't care about that. Diverter draughts, that's gonna be good for today. I want to get these and those. There's one black tea. Where is this book? These fishing, skill XP, combat XP, don't care about those. Life skill mastery. I'm not seeing anything else here. Is it here? That's 10%. This one's good, but there's a better one. I'm sure of it. Still gonna grab it though. Because if I can't find the 20%, then whatever. But I know there's a 20%. I saw it not too long ago. Am I sure it's not on this character? No, it's not there. So boss alts. Also a boss alts. AKA they shouldn't have it, but you never know. Did I maybe leave it on my Sork? No. Another boss alt for sure. Is it a tome? I don't know what it is, man. I know I didn't make it up. I feel like I'm going crazy, though. It would be helpful if somebody watching would know, but... I'm going to look up a guide real quick and see if there is updated information about that book. Let's see. Here's a good way to find out for sure. I go garmoth.com. I go to character build. I don't want to do this until I know for sure that that book exists. There's gotta be, man. There's gotta be. I refuse to believe that it's not there. Tome of the Sun is the only thing that keeps showing up, which is this book, which is 10%. Maybe it was an event? I don't know. There's so many things in this game that I don't know. Anyways, we'll just stick with that, I suppose. So what we're gonna do, now that I've lost my mind, insanity, That's a mastery. This one's better. Alright, so Fairy, I am going to need your assistance here. What we're going to do is we're going to do Seafood Cron Meal, Laura's Verter, the mythical or magical one. Perfume of Swiftness, which I need to remove some of those. We're going to get the GM's Blessing. We're going to do the 150%. I was doing some horse training before maintenance last night. We're going to do... we'll save that one. These are all combat stuff, yeah. And then that's about it for these. So what we're going to work on first, we're going to go ahead. We'll do Gathering last, I think. Those are both Dalashane, Leanna, and Leanna. Okay, so let's go find Leanna. If I remember correctly in Calpheon, Leanna is down over this way, and a little bit to the right. That's Dalashane. Leanna is over by where you turn in your cooking boxes. Okay, hang on. We're stuck. Hey, Leanna. I definitely knew where you were, and I wasn't lying to myself. Let's do farming and fishing first. So farming, we're going to get on the Silver Embroiderer's clothes. I am going to use contribution XP for turning these in versus the life skill, because the life skill would be nice, but like farming and fishing, those are two that you can kind of, like, farming is definitely more active, but the fishing is kind of not. So here's where we're at currently. So I'm going to take a screenshot of what my current gear or current gains are right now. As I go through this, I am going to be changing out the various different Lightstone combos if I can. So we're going to start with the fishing one first. I don't know, do I have a farming one set up? I think I might have removed it. No, I do. Okay, so I do have a farming one. So next up, what we're going to do, we're going to pop our items here. And then we're going to find out what in my inventory I can continue to use. There's a 50%, we'll use that one. Let's see. We'll do an extra one of these. This. That one is going to be like the gourds and stuff down there. This is a 10-hour buff, so we'll use that. This is a gain contribution one. I actually am going to do this just because, why not? I was only 9%, that's crazy. Yay. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn in, this should be farming? I put on farmer's clothes, sorry. There's no silver embroidered fisher's clothes, are there? Oh, there is. I just don't use it. So let's exchange in all of these. I have to sit in this menu and wait for this to go down. I heard a contribution upgrade, so we did get one more contribution. That's cool. Fishing, I don't believe went up a level, which is unfortunate. Next up, we'll do farming, so put on the farmer's clothes. Go over to our life skill stuff, farm XP. We're going to exchange all of these. Go. I didn't see upgrade of farming, but you know, that's something. Next up, we need to go over to Dalashane, and then we're going to do alchemy first, I think. I don't necessarily need, again, the XP for alchemy. It's not, like, alchemy's already Guru 4, I think. Is it Guru 4? Yeah, Guru 4. So I'm not too concerned about the XP of alchemy, but while I'm here, I might as well, you know? Do I have alchemy? I might, but if it's not on this list, I don't really care that much, so... I also need to grab a bunch of missions from Dalashane, so this works. Let's see. We'll do all of those. 230 exchanges, that's a lot. Another contribution point, just like that. No upgrade to alchemy, which is fine. And lastly, this will be the final clothing change. We're going to go into Gatherer's Clothes. And then also, same thing over here. This is Gathering Drop Rate, which does have a little bit of Gathering Mastery as well. Nothing too crazy in that regard, but do that. And that should be good. Do I really not have Laura's tea? Guess not. Like, what happened to it all? That explains some of the missing spaces in my inventory, honestly. Alright, so that's just about it. Now it's just a matter of going down to Bear and get going. So obviously we use up about 4 minutes of my buffs, which isn't the worst in the world, honestly. I'm going to set up an auto path down here, and then I can compare what my percentages were before and after. It probably wasn't all too much, and it's probably only really useful to do that, mainly for like contribution XP, So before fishing, actually we did level up. I was Guru 12 at 80.22%. We're now Guru 13 at 35.88. Alchemy, we went up. We were at 27.05%. We're at 42.42. So that went up almost 20%, which is insane. What are the other two? Gathering, we went up almost 20% as well. We're at 29.84%. We're at 46.79. Alchemy. Where's the other one? Farming. That's right. 52.74% is what I was at. We're at 61.65. So farming didn't really go up that much, but to be honest, it's like 20 per exchange, and I only had like 800, so it was like 40 exchanges. Which, I mean, it's still a lot for farming. Don't get me wrong, but that's also not that much, you know. Alright. Is there somebody over here? No. That's good. That's good. So the other thing... Oh my gosh, please, Becky. Work with me. Yes, that is my horse's name. There is... I think it's called Demihar tools. Yeah. These expire typically 14 days after you open them up. I don't know if they ever fixed that. They did not. So, there's a hoe here. It increases gathering XP as well as gathering drop rate. It does reduce my mastery quite a bit because this has 400 mastery. However, the Demihar tool does give us an extra 50% gathering XP, which is why I'm wanting to do it. I don't know if that's really worth it, I'll be honest, but once it runs out, I'm going to be putting back on the Manos one, and we're just not going to worry about it. Sounds good, sounds good. So, we're at 41 point... We'll say it was about 40... Well, not 41, 46-ish when I started. And yeah, this is about... I didn't have my pets out when I was getting all that stuff. It's always something with me. So, yeah, this is what we're doing today. So, hopefully you guys enjoy the music and, just kind of hang out. If you have any questions or want to chat, feel free. But, yeah, this is basically what I'm doing today. I have plenty of energy potions on standby. Actually going to grab enough 20. I swear I had more energy potions. I think I sold some, honestly. So here, and there. Nice. As you can see, we just got 20 Fairy's Breath. That's enough for another 2 exchanges, so it's not like it's that hard to deal with all that, but yeah, you're gonna get Fairy's Breath just from harvesting stuff. It's just guaranteed. The whole reason I want to get into doing contribution is for 2 different reasons. One, I want to try to push eventually for 500 contribution, which some of you might be like, wow, that's a lot. Yes, it is. 2 reasons. One, I'd be able to get at least like 6 more fences, which would be pretty close to like 10, I think is the max that you can have on your account. I do have 2 currently, and with those 6, that would be about 8. I don't feel like just having the 2 fences out is justifiable enough. I feel like I need more than just those 2, unfortunately. But yeah. Of course, the one time I'm like, oh, I just need to tap 2 times on each of them. No. There is one more buff I would like to actually get. It's Villa for the Villa Scrolls. And I do have, yeah. Embroidered, yeah, we're good. So already climbing up almost 50%. Not even one rotation. It's pretty good, honestly, but to put this into context, there's going to be multiple hours of doing this. Maybe like 10, 15 hours of me doing this. So, yeah, if you enjoy just vibing and watching somebody gather herbs, you're in the right place. And as often as I possibly can, I want to be using my energy potions. Thankfully, of the life skills I have left to do, training, trading, and farming, farming is the only one that really requires energy. Gathering is where a majority of my energy is going to be. And probably for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be not really stressing about it, but whenever my energy is at full like it is now, there's going to be that part of me that's like, I need to go do stuff. So there might be more streams where I'm just like, yeah, let's just go gather herbs for 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. I do also want to admit, it is currently 2:30 my time. I do have a hard cutoff by 5:30 tonight. I do have to go do some things, so I'm not going to be able to stream for 3 hours as of right now, but if I were to finish my hour here and then maybe do like another hour, I could potentially try to push for a third hour, but most of the time after like an hour, I just don't have the energy to keep going. But thanks to the more recent items, like, you know, the Marty's Endurance Potion and whatnot, I should remember to do this too. But I should be able to keep going for a while with those energy recovery items, which is good. Although I am interested on this one because it's a recover 50 energy, but then it allows you to continue getting more energy per tick. So I don't know how that one works, but curious. How much are we looking at? It's doing okay. Oh my gosh. It's like 300. Yeah, okay. We should be fine. I don't think it's going to last the entire hour, obviously, or 2 hours, but I think it'll last probably... it's been like 6 minutes. I would say it probably might last almost a full hour. A lot of it really depends on like how much I am pushing here. Okay. Funny thing that can happen is you could end up accidentally triggering another event after the first one if you're trying to go very, very quickly. So it is recommended that you don't just spam R like I'm doing, but you know. Alright, so ate one of those meal things so that way I'll have one more energy. I have no idea how much I'm actually getting per tick. I'll try to pay attention to that. If I had to guess, I'm going to say like 6 or 7 energy per tick, which your normal is like 1. Maybe you get more with like a value pack or something, I don't remember. Or Kama's Blessing? Yeah, Kama's Blessing does it. If I had an old moon book, I probably should pop it. I know I do, it's just... It's a one day, we'll use that one, why not? Also, don't forget that. Where is it? There it is. We'll pop it for an extra 50% because that's pretty massive, actually. 50% is really good. No idea what I'm actually pushing either. I do know we're at 55%. It's still gonna take a while, you know. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't sure where the last two were, so I glanced over at my tablet. There's the stream delay, and I was like, oh, that's where they are. Cool. Streaming has its perks. Bake just spawned. That's cool. Here, 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 here. Now, I do want to point out that Agris does work on this. However, the best theoretical way from multiple sources that I've heard and experienced myself is you don't necessarily want to get more items in terms of bulk. What you want, though, is more items to appear down here. So the more individual slots that are filled up, that's how you get more XP. So in my group here, you'll notice that there's at least a hedgehog. Yes, the hedgehog does give you more life, but it also gives you the ability of gathering quantity increase. Kind of similar to that same concept when it comes to mobs. So every once in a while, like on that last one, you saw I got two different things of wild grass. That's the hedgehog proccing items. So these last two right here, the hedgehog proc those two. And the more that the hedgehog procs, for instance, like that, the more XP you actually gain. So it's not so much like, oh, I got 20 of this one item. You'll actually do better if you got 5 of like 4 different items versus 20 of one item. It's just the way that the game calculates XP. And more rare stuff like black gem fragments will net you more XP. Typically, that's how it goes. I am going to have to be mindful, though, of my LT, my weight. At a certain point, I'm going to have to start either like stacking the items on my horse, or in my way that I play, I will usually use storage maids to just move them to Calpheon or to like the central market. We're starting to reach that upper threshold here. And Yawning Hedgehog is the Lightstone combo that I'm currently using, in case anybody wants to kind of replicate what I'm doing. Oh boy. Almost up to 60%, pretty good. Oh boy. Sinus is racking up again today, that's cool. Not really. I will say too, I didn't get a chance to like fully AFK all night, but my training did go up, I think from like 65. I left myself AFK for a couple hours this morning. So it went up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one. Nice. So I think give it enough nights. If I start doing a lot more AFK training overnight, maybe catching more horses, maybe I'll do that on streams too. I mean, I could end out the stream today by doing that. Try to catch more horses. That way I can just keep doing the training. It might be difficult though, because there is a training event going on, so horse XP is like through the roof, 100%, I think, including all those other things, which is partially also the reason why I'm doing gathering today. A lot of people are just setting themselves up to AFK horse train, which is actually a good time to do something like this, just because I don't have to fight other people for bear. If I do have to, then yeah, we're not gonna have a good time here. I need to use an energy. It's still on cooldown, so. Yeah, we're good. I have to start using some gourds, I'm not sure. Gourds or the endurance potion. Inventory's starting to get a little heavy too, which is a mild problem. Alright. I think after I go back to like the starting-ish area, I'm gonna go ahead and move stuff over. Unfortunately, it has a 20-minute cooldown, and even though I nearly have like 30 storage maids and like 1 butler, it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. At least for like continual time here. Alright. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That was like 12 maids. Actually, I still have some meals in my inventory too from when I was doing stuff. Ah, that's dumb. I'll put those in the central market. That way I can use some of the other maids. Probably at 62%. This tool's like half used already. That's crazy. And I know what some people would be saying, like, where's your shy? Because your shy can get extra XP from doing life skilling. No. I don't have a shy. Nor do I care about making one. But it would be faster. So. I know what people are like on the internet, fortunately. Yes, it would make my life 5% better. Or I guess you could say 50%, because I think that's what she actually gains, but still. No, we're not doing that. That bird actually kind of scared me because I thought it was a red player just walking right behind me. So, thankfully it wasn't. Alright, I'm kind of also hoping that I don't end up getting a massive chest event. There's occasionally when you're doing life skilling, you can get I think it's like soft ground or something like that. I don't remember what it's actually called. But one time I got the minigame from Land of the Morning Light to proc, and then it was like 20 chests appeared. So as much as I think that would be kind of cool that I could show off and be like, you know, it happened again. While I was streaming, it happened the first time, and I'm streaming now. It's always something that's always in the back of my mind, like, what if it happens this time? If it happens again, I don't have enough gold keys to do like 20 of them, but man, the sharps and the fruits and traces that you can possibly get, I think you can get traces, would be very welcomed. But I would have to buy some keys, I think. Yeah, I only have the 12 everywhere. I do have over 1,000 silver keys, and I could exchange some, but you would kind of want to do that before you do a whole lot of stuff, but yeah. I'm usually not known to be prepared. I do have over 1 billion in liquid silver that I could do stuff with, so worst case situation, as long as there's keys on the market, I can buy some, but... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, there's quite a bit here. What if I buy like enough for like 50, so like 38? It's not too bad actually. How do I have 50 keys on me at all times? I couldn't do that. I've been wanting to like get a surplus of keys on this character, especially when I do life skilling for years, but yeah. When the event first came out, or when those sorts of events with like the chests appearing first came out, everybody was like, I must have every key on the market, and yeah, it became just a complete lottery who got it, when they got it. If you were gathering, you would hope that you wouldn't get the event because you didn't have keys, and you couldn't just go to down to your local, you know, market listing and just order some. So things are different now, thankfully. I'm gonna use an energy gourd because I'm starting to run a bit low. I thought I saw... No, that's just a normal elixir. I also have bells that I could still use too, but I'm not gonna use that either. Just here, I'm not sure. Thank you for not resetting the events. I really shouldn't be like R-spamming all the time, but you know, it's fun too. Great for yourself an artificial difficulty. I gotta finish the event before this, you know, harvest happens because it could reset the event. Okay, XP check 71%. We're right over 69, thankfully. I might have to start dipping into the energy tonics, which I don't really want to do, but yeah, we're like kind of 30-minute mark right now, so I might only be able to do like an hour, which really would suck. Because then it's like the only way that I could really keep going is if I like AFK and let my character recover energy, and I don't really want to do that with all these buffs active. So I would like to do 2 hours today, so I think that I'm gonna have to start doing that. So things like this energy tonic or energy endurance potion, whatever it's called, I have to use that. Unfortunately, I only have 3 of those, but that's okay. I've also not been paying attention to what my energy recovery rate is, so I will be trying to do that from here on out. It even makes like a little ding noise too when it happens. I just haven't been paying attention. It's another one of those things you can kind of train yourself not to hear. It's these. Oh, here's that one. There we go. 563. Another thing too, right, is the higher your mastery, the higher likelihood that you won't consume an energy point. Obviously, I'm not using my mana, so my mastery has taken a hit quite badly, like 400. What is even my mastery currently? I have no idea. Oh, butchering, interesting. So it's 400 less than most everything else. Yeah. It makes sense. The tool itself is 400, so. $1,300 is still nothing to shake a stick at. It's still quite a bit, honestly. Yeah, right there, I didn't consume an energy point. Same thing on that second one. I'm gonna consume one. So that was 5 energy, and I did not consume one. So I'm gaining 5 energy every 3 minutes, which is actually insane. You can get it a lot higher than that, honestly. There's a Lightstone combo that's just for like restoring energy. I think it's like 2 energy extra. Could be 2, could be 3, I'm not sure. I usually use it in conjunction with also sleeping on a bed, and beds also restore like 1 extra energy per tick, so, you know. Where are we at? 74. It's probably about to be 75 right here. Okay, this one for sure, right? Surely. There we go. Good thing I took a screenshot before I did anything today. So we started the day at 29.84. Obviously, we jumped up to like almost 49. I think it was like 46. So I've almost doubled what I had before I started gathering. And it's been about, I'd say almost about 30 minutes. We got here, I think, like 6 minutes gone off these timers. So a full 30 minutes would be when this hits about 24 minutes, I would say. So it's about an hour per level, essentially, is where I'm at. And it continues to scale with every level. So once I hit Master 25, then it might take, 10 extra minutes or 20 extra minutes. A lot of it really depends, because it's more or less RNG dependent right now. The more amount of items that I can get to proc from the Hedgehog, the more XP that I can earn. I am using a Demihard tool, so that is giving me an extra 50%, but is that actually better to do versus just a Manos? I have no idea. And the only one I really want to use is just the Hoe. I don't care about the other ones, even though I probably should use them just so, I don't let them go to waste. But they're also like Demihard tools, and I don't really care that much. They're gonna expire in 14 days anyways. But yeah, once that finally breaks, we're gonna swap back to Manos and see if maybe it's better, maybe it's faster. I don't know. More mastery would indicate a higher possibility for more items, either the bulk or variety. Both of them, I'm sure, go up a little bit. Higher mastery can net you more rare things like Halfrus, like Black Gem Fragments, Ancient Spirit Dust, and not just, wild grass, herbs, all the rest. So higher mastery could actually get me more XP because more rare items are spawning more of the time, but that doesn't necessarily guarantee anything either, so. Is it here? There it is. There, and I think it was there or there. Oh boy. There we go. I was like, where is it? And I didn't have time to look at the stream. Okay, it is... It will still let me use the tool even though it's broken? That's BS, dude. I'm just gonna remove these from my inventory because I don't care about them. Emihar stuff, get out of here, thank you. Move that up there, move that there, I guess. Yeah, those two need to be put away too, unfortunately. I didn't do that before. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 1. The perfume of swiftness too. I don't know how heavy those are. They're 0.8 LT. It's not too incredibly heavy, but I don't need that much of them. I grabbed a bunch thinking I was gonna like do some AFK overnight horse training, and then I realized maintenance was last night, so couldn't do that, unfortunately. But now, I mean, that was 0.06 XP. Yeah, no, mastery is the way to go for sure. Demahars was nice, but you saw how many items popped up there, and I'm sure that jumps right over here. Yeah. So Demahar tools are not the way to go, I don't think. No. More items that appear, the more XP. That's just what I already knew, but I wanted to test it with the Demahar, so... you know what I should do, actually? Besides pop another energy thing. Maybe tonic as well. I should hop onto an alt and talk to Leanna. And I believe the weekly quests reset, so I should probably pick up things like, you know, fairy powder. I probably should do that. Probably. I don't need to, but probably should. I finish this last one here, get into position for the next one. We're going to hop over to my Guardian because she's actually in Grana. Grana, it's interesting. Most major cities, well, I was going to say something, but it's not correct. Most major cities don't have Leanna and Dalashane. Veli, for instance, Dalashane's there. I want to say Leanna is too. No, I'm thinking Ludowig, my bad. Leanna and Dalashane are in most major cities. Just Ludowig, for whatever reason, it just doesn't like to be at certain places for some reason. Quests, we're going to do Gathering for more Gathering XP. We're going to do Cooking. I don't know which one. These are both just like tame a horse. In progress. All these are hunting related. And then there's gathering for fairy powder. We'll do fishing for the silver key. We'll do farming for the mysterious seed because I'm going to start doing that again. Horse taming for weekly. I'll go origin stone support. There you go. I'll take those feathers. Thank you. Doing alchemy. Okay, none of the other stuff. Now what I need to do is I need to take a look. 217. Obviously the new numbers have not applied. I don't care about Arena Solar. Go out of my face. This ladle is not leveled up, and I would like to get it leveled up. But it's an extra 70 mastery, so I might as well. Okay, that one's done. We'll get some eggs. Don't need eggs, actually. I should probably keep getting more milk. I got into an argument with somebody years ago, like, you should always be picking eggs. And I'm like, I literally have over 100,000 eggs. Like, what? Kidding, right? Speaking of, okay, I do. This character kind of goes around and fishes for me, so I'm constantly changing out the light stones. I'm constantly doing stuff. You know, I got the trader's clothes to try to get more trade XP for when I go to sell fish. There's all sorts of things that I'm doing with this character, so it's kind of like I'm all over the place. Where? There's silver keys, okay. Those in storage, and then put this in storage. That on, and fishing, just in case. Get everything decked out for fishing. I don't think I'm going to want to fish, though, tonight. You know what? We'll undo what I just did. Because I'm probably going to be doing some more training, because I don't really care that much to do fishing right now. Fishing it's already guru, you know? Training is not. Training is going to take a long time. So in the meantime, selling cooking boxes that I make from Valencia, transport them over to Grana and sell them over there. That does give me training XP, or trading XP, I should say. So I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned about trying to get more training going. Alright. We'll do that. Ooh, 10 sharps. I'll take that. Almost every single time I harvest, it's fairy powder. Either one or two. It's crazy. It's actually a good thing, but I wish that they would do more with fairy powder because, I mean, it's a resource. And I tried to tell people we're like kind of getting into life skilling. If you're used to killing monsters like grinding, then this will make sense. Fairy powder is basically life skilling's version of trash loot. See, Ludwig. Where's the nearest Ludwig to where I'm at? I don't think he's in Trent, is he? There's one here in Bear. Okay. That actually works out in my favor because this daily is a bunch of gathering XP. So maybe I'll run over there real quick and turn in this quest. I'll do it after this rotation. Yeah, I used to try to tell people that are like trying to get into life skilling, if you're a grinder, fairy powder is your trash loot, and I have far too much of it just because I just decided I was going to start holding on to it because why not? Fairy powder, yeah, almost 40, well, for 34, 35-ish thousand. There's no need to hold on to it. I just started doing it one time and I was like, yeah, that looks good. We're just gonna hold on to it. In like 5 years from now, it might be worth $1 billion. I think it was those two. Come on, thank you. There we go. All right. This is also another one for Ludwig, but the thing is it does not have gathering XP. It's more contribution, and those two items, either gold bars or these petals, And those petals you use with catalyst or well, there's two different types of petals. There's a red petal and then there's a green petal. No. There's two different types of catalyst. There's Leanna's catalyst and there's Ludwig's catalyst. I'm trying to remember how this whole thing works because I haven't done it in a long time. Ludwig's catalyst and Leanna's. Leanna's is just the petal with that. That's it. The Ludwig's one is this plus a loot scroll plus the petal, and it creates Florin scrolls. I think it creates these things, which I made quite a bit not too long ago. I think I took like 200 loot scrolls because I still have 800. I'm not a grinder. I know I say like, oh, I'll grind like an hour or two here, but I usually only grind with like level 1 loot scroll if I'm grinding because it's just to increase drop rate, not so much like trash items and whatnot. Recently, I've been going to like Olin's. I've been trying to go like at least 1 hour a day. And when I do, I am like level 2 on that, Agris, you know, I'm trying to burn maybe a coin with it as well, the Agris coin. I don't know if it's a good thing to do that with normal Agris, but I've noticed an increase when I do that, so it's, you know. On a bad hour, like 1.2 billion. On a really good hour, like 1.5, 1.6. In just trash loot, not including like Caphras that could net me almost another 200 million if it sold. So, and not even that. I'm trying to hold on to Caphras, try to upgrade stuff. So, all right, I'm gonna go talk to Ludwig real quick before a majority of my buffs like cycle through. It's a good thing I actually got the 100th here. Not that that matters too much, but I don't want to have to come back and make another trip to talk to Ludwig. Alright, so 3 things of XP. We're at 86.38. We're at 87.30. Not a tremendous increase, but you know, it's something. Alright, we'll just start over here, it's fine. Energy's going down a little bit. I could use another gourd, and I should probably use another gourd. Okay. Let's go ahead. Oops, that's not what I want to do. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. There we go. How many do I have left? 5. That's not good. When the Yeti appears, which he should appear, hopefully soon, 21 minutes, I might just continue going on my hour, and once the Yeti appears, I might take a slight break, like, you know, maybe 5-10 minutes to let my maids reset a little bit. I don't want the timers to continue ticking down on my buffs while I wait for that, and like I said, it's not... Even though I messed up on one of those, like, yeah, 7 minutes on some of these. Yeah, no, that's not gonna fly too well, unfortunately. I cannot, in good, clean conscience, do like 2 hours because I don't have enough maid or butlers to move items around. I'd have to like stop, maybe run over to Trent real quick. Unless Bear has a storage keeper, which Bear might actually. I don't know. No. Closest that we have to this location looks like it is Trent, which, I mean, is not that far, but it's still like 1,000 meters. It'll still take me like 2 minutes to go there, maybe like 30 seconds to just hit stack stuff into storage, another 2 minutes to come back, and that's like 5 minutes of buffs that just got wasted. When you're trying to like push for something like this, any time that you're not utilizing all your buffs to its maximum is time lost, and the time lost can add up over time. What could have taken you 5 hours of perfect absolute precision, if you 5 seconds here, 5 seconds there. It could turn into 6 hours. It could turn into 7 hours. It just takes a little bit longer every time. That little imperfections or inconsistencies prevent you from doing perfection. Not that that should be something that we all, should strive for. Perfection is a hard thing to go for, honestly. I did notice somebody on the map just now. I wonder if they saw me and then was like, yeah, no, I'm just going to go back to the safe zone. Not that I intimidate, but maybe they were trying to look for a spot and they saw me and was like, nope, spot's taken, I'm leaving. That's what I would do. I did have one person one time come over and like challenge me to Yar. They were like, Yar for spot? I was like, yeah, whatever. I ended up losing, but I said, well, congrats on winning. Good luck on the grind. I'm hopping to a different channel. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. I was like, man of my word, after all. I lost fair and square in the completely rigged game. Yar is so dumb. Okay, what do we got here? 83 inches spirit dust. Not bad. It's a little over 10 Caphras. It's 15, 16 Caphras. About 60 black gems as well. It's not great, but it's 10. I think 10 10 concentrated. 10 concentrated does equate to 20 sharps, and I don't exactly have 20, so I don't have enough from what I've made today to just make 20. It seems like sharps and black gems seem to have like this back and forth love-hate relationship where one time the black gems will just be twice if not 3 times more, and then the next time the sharps will just barely be over black gems. So it seems like for me anyways that I'm always out of sharps. When I'm hunting, for instance, I'll end up needing to purchase like 100 or like 50, 60 sharps because I've got so many black gems but not enough sharps to make concentrateds. So it's just how it goes sometimes though. XP 93%, nice. Sweet. That was a shy. Also an advisor of a guild too. I think people might be getting home from work and they're like, I'm just gonna go gather and yeah. See how things go. I have no problems karma bombing somebody and then, turning up the gas. I've done it before. Somebody's going to be toxic enough to go through and ruin my time, just know it works both ways. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. 97. I don't know how many harvests it takes on average to go like up 1%. I'll say that was 3, 4. It's 5. So it might be like, well, okay, I was about to say maybe 20, but that was 6. It jumped up almost 25%. 7. That was 8, roughly. 9. 10. It really is just dependent on what you get, you know. That one only got me 0.02. That one got me 0.07. That one got me 0.17. Probably gonna hit it right here, if I had to guess. 98%. Wow. It's crazy. Okay. We're close. Less than 2%. There we go. Once I get it, I'm probably going to, oh boy. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really paying that close attention. There we go. And like those mini games do help out quite a bit in pushing the amount of, that's a 10-hour buff. Why does it let me pop another one after 30 minutes? It doesn't make any sense about this. Use both energy potion and energy tonic. Not really what I want to be doing, but I'm trying to push hard for the next level, so. And maybe the second hour I'll stop using tonics, but I need the extra energy, like desperately. Like I've been good at managing about 500 energy, but gosh, it's those two and these two. .44. If I get some good drops here, that I could hit level up here by the end of this rotation, like good drops like that one. But if I don't get good drops in the next couple, then well, this is a good start. Oh my goodness, we're so close. Here we go. Hey. Took a screenshot. If it looked like the stream froze, that's what I was doing. So that was about 54 minutes. Maybe. No, not even. I started out here when I had 6 minutes off my hour timers because I was doing turn-ins. And I have 6 minutes left, so 12 minutes minus out, I want to say? Yeah. So it was like 48 minutes, about 45. That was from like 40-something%. This is a relatively easy one. Oh boy. Let me try 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have one left. Yeah, one that's not on cooldown. That's pretty crazy. When does this Yeti spawn? Like 10 minutes? I should probably go and take care of that. I'll finish up this rotation here and then go ahead and get ready for that Yeti. I do need to go get a horse. So yeah, Yeti's about 10 minutes. Do I need to? I don't know. For those of you who don't know what this Yeti is that I'm talking about, Pearl Abyss does this event. It's a Yeti world boss. I don't think I'm pretty sure it's not a field boss. I'm pretty sure it's a world boss. But basically what you do is you need a match lock to attack him. And he goes from one point to like predefined endpoints. It used to be the last couple of times near, is it Alejandro Farm? I want to say. North of the river going from Heidel to Calpheon. I can show you here in a second actually where more exactly. It's near like the Witch's Tower. If you've done the main story before the reworks, I don't know what it is now. For Serendia, there's like a tower that you go into and there's like a dragon statue and everything. Yeah, that tower. And then from there, it might be Wizard's Tower actually. I don't know what it is. It's some sort of magical tower, that's all I know. He spawns near that, and then he walks down the road like he's going to go attack Alejandro Farm. I want to say it is. It's not Costa. Costa's south of the river. And your whole objective is just to kill him, to prevent him from causing issues. And then after you kill him, he then like splits into two smaller Yetis, and then you have to kill those to prevent any further issues. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over here. Can I put multiple things away? Okay, we're on. So I do not have a horse on this character, and I would need to go to Mountain of Eternal Winter, and I believe I have a horse there? I believe. If not, I don't want to say I can get a traveler's horse because I'd rather have more of a permanent horse there. I do have some horses, but they take 10 minutes to transport. Unless I go to where they're located, pick them up, go through the well, and then come back. Which I could do, maybe? I don't know. Let me just also, like, grab all of these. I'm not getting that stupid alpaca. I don't care what people have to say about it. Let's see. Let's just turn in some fish. Sorry about all the flashing here, but it's the fastest way to do it. Yeah, I don't want to go all the way up there for that, so I'm just going to go to where he spawns and just kind of wait, I guess. How much time do I have? I have 6 minutes. Yeah, we'll see about that. To my understanding, he actually starts over here, I believe. And then I do also have a +10 master match lock. There is, for anybody who wants to participate in the event, Pearl Abyss is actually generous enough to give you a match lock, a frosted match lock that is 1,800 damage, but a master match lock +10 is 4,650. So yeah, you really want to get that. I'm also going to equip this hunting damage one because it's a set effects right here for Canine Tooth. And then I'm also going to do a hunting crystal preset, which more or less just gives you more like resistances, back attack damage, things of that nature. If you guys want to check these out, that'll also be in the video that I'm going to be uploading. I'm going to try to get it out by tomorrow. If you're watching this live stream today, today's January 23rd. So I'm going to try to get it by January 24th, for anybody who wants to watch that. So Yeti will appear in 5 minutes. Do I have any horses in Ailton? Winter, just like random horses, nothing quote good. You know what I might do? Velia. That's a dream horse. Valencia, I believe, is where a lot of my other more exotic horses are. I'm not going to touch the Dyne or Dean. I'm probably going to take Velia. Take Velia over here. Transport over to Eternal Winter. We're going to go Elton, however you want to say it. That unfortunately will just take time, and I'm not going to be able to do this. All right. So for anybody who might be joining us, we are waiting for... we're waiting for Mr. Yeti to appear. According to the patch notes, if I read it correctly and remembered it correctly, he should spawn on the other side of this bridge and then walk down this road to the south toward the event area down over here. So... and this is an alt, by the way. This is kind of what I'm doing here. This actually was not an alt, as you can see. This was a tagged character for a while because I told myself if my Goderai at the time, obviously this isn't it, but if my Goderai went to Tet, I would swap fully over to Meiwa and Dark Knight. And it did, in front of me and like 10 other people in a Discord call. So... I played on this character for a long time. She is responsible for me getting my Elton piece and my map completed as well. She also got the Achman compass piece as well. I got the Vodkin on my Kuno way back when I first found out about the whole grind. But this character in particular has found 3 map pieces and 2 compass pieces. So a lot of respect and much love to my Meiwa. I absolutely love playing her when I was playing her, and as you can tell, I've got many different outfits for her as well, just because I absolutely love playing as her. The Valencian outfit in particular, I don't know what it is about it, probably because it looks like she's wearing a coconut bra. I really like the Valencian attire as well as the aesthetic of Valencia in this game, but I also have, La Rizeka for her as well. Just looks tough. The La Rizeka outfit in general just always looks very tough. I do appreciate it. Alright, Mr. Yeti will be appearing here in about a minute, so... there's a bunch of people over there just chatting to each other. A lot of people on horses. That's the smart thing to do. I'm not known for my smartness, so we're just not going to talk about it. It's also been a while since I did any hunting. Q is still the crouch button, still dodge roll. Spacebar used to be, I think, the crouch button, but then they changed it to where you can actually like mantle over things when you're on match lock. I also didn't know that you could actually get on top of this thing and crouch. So guess where I'm going to be standing for this fight? Right up here. Also, some of you might be wondering, where's all the snow? I don't see snow anywhere. If you turn your graphics settings down, I know it's a crazy concept. If you turn it down to low, I think on the texture, you will not see snow in Mountain of Eternal Winter, which looks really bizarre. But trust me when I tell you, it makes grinding places like Jade a whole lot easier. So if you're having issues trying to find places because it's just powder coat everywhere, turn down your settings a little bit. You'll thank me later. Is there anything else that I need for this fight? I mean, I could hop a meal. That's about it, really. Yeah, we're just gonna downgrade my weapons, unfortunately. That used to be Black Star and Goderai. Near the Snowfall Crasher. Maybe it's down over here? Yeah, there he is. Okay. Maybe he goes the other way. My bad. Look at the booty. So, funny story about Matchlock in general. Even though I don't exactly have a lot of experience recently with Matchlocks, it's something that I used to do a lot. You know, I am hunting Guru 12 after all. I grinded... Actually, on video, I grinded up getting to Guru hunting. And that was done at Rhinos in Narcian? Narcian? So it's the other way around. My brain just read it, the patch notes incorrectly. Cool. It's not the first time I've ever done that. Obviously, people who are on horses, they're doing things the smart way. Less work that they have to physically do. But, yeah. So now he should get angry and just, like, swing the air violently, I think. Or get frozen. Oh man, that's not a very flattering angle, Yeti. I am not hitting him. That's interesting. He was too low to the ground, and unfortunately that meant that I was actually hitting the ground in front of him. Can I get a better vantage point? Oh, I sure can. So if at any point your bullets are actually traveling what should be like through the ground, they're just going to hit the ground. PA has not fixed that issue in the slightest, unfortunately. Yeah. What an engaging boss. Wait till you realize that there's a second and third phase, idiot. I mean, ooh, Royal Ferns, wait a minute. I think this might actually be just like a channel boss, not necessarily like a world boss. Boss status. Yep, Yeti is definitely a channel boss. I'm just going to do this one channel. I'm not going to like go through all of them. I don't really care that much, if I'm honest. Most of my storage maids are starting to come back, so... What's the timer on these? 5 minutes. If they're not completely back by the time I get done, or like done with this Yeti mini boss here, then I might go and just kind of AFK slightly. But once everybody's ready to go, I'm just gonna head back to Makuno and start doing second hour. A little tip from me to you: if you're using hunting rifles, crouch with Q. You will thank me for it. Basically, it increases your distance of shooting, so you can shoot much further. So all I'm doing at this point is just occasionally right-clicking to reload, and then just... You can either hold, like click and hold left mouse on an enemy, and it should, if you have the auto-targeting sort of thing feature on, it should continue to target the red reticle. So you just need to pay attention where that red reticle is. If you don't have it like activated, then wherever your reticle is where it's going to go. Hey Yeti, how's it going? You didn't like my rock, it's fine. Another thing is you can do sideways rolls. That makes it slightly easier to maneuver around. Ooh. Nice. So you need 10 of these things, however. But that is basically it. So this one is dead. Yep. So yeah, there's a lot of other channels. I'm not going to do that if I'm honest. I think I still have a few more minutes. Yeah, so what we're going to do, we're going to head over to Mount of Eternal Winter. There it is. Do I really have to go that way? Ugh. Actually, you know what? Screw that. We're going to take a map. It's ironic that this character got 3 of the 4 map pieces, and yet I'm using traveling maps instead of like the full map. But PA just won't let you put it in family inventory, and then you can use it from family, you know? I blame PA on that one. This is the fastest way to do it, which is okay. And then we'll just head over here. We got Velia. She at least has a saddle, which is about all I really need, honestly. Yeah, we're good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back down over here with Velia. Just because I want to be able to have the horse for the next Yetis that spawn, whenever they spawn. Not sure when Yetis are supposed to spawn, if I'm going to be completely honest. Let's see. It is currently 3:30, which is when he spawned. He will spawn tonight at 9:45 my time, Pacific. He also spawns at 8:30. There's no 5-minute warning. I'm pretty sure there was one, but he spawns in the cave immediately and can be shot and killed on the way from the spawn point to the attack point. But even if he dies on the way, 2 more will spawn at the attack. At the attack point, okay. Spawn is scheduled or all servers except Olvia Arsha, like a world boss would, except it does not have share HP across servers, so you can swap to another server where it's still up after it's all dead. Okay. My next world boss is Bulgasol, which is going to be at 5 p.m. I'm going to, like I said, I need to get off about before 5:30, probably closest that I can to 5. So I might end the stream on that boss, Bulgasol, which I did move my character over to. Velia does not have, I don't think, even though she's level 33, I don't think that Velia is that good. Instant Excel, Drift is not maxed either, unfortunately. This is like one of the first horses that I ever got from, I think it was from Seasons. While we're over here, I'm also going to go and do like the weekly quests around here for the event. Might as well, we're here. As I go through the cave, somebody says, Duck Cave. Please let me off. Thank you. So you need flour. Wheat flour, which I do have plenty. I was actually trying to make wheat dough. I'm still trying to do that. Let's take a look here. There's a lot of quests here, actually. There's this one over here. They basically want you to take one of these sacks and head down to the bait manager over here. Give it to him, and that's done. This one's just so hard. There you go. You're too lazy. Obtain liquor from the tavern and deliver the liquor. I hate how I put my weapon away. It's so stupid. Brought the drink. We'll get the life skill mastery because I don't really care about the combat one. I mentioned it before, and I mentioned it in the video that's I've made that hasn't been edited yet. I'm going to reference it a few more times. I'm sorry. It's just who I am. But, yeah, I don't really have any, like, combat grindy stuff that I want to do. Majority of it that I want to do is just trying to get... boy. Go through there and get the lost items. I don't really have any combat, like, grindy missions or grind things I'm trying to go for. Like, the best that I can go for is either, like, Ebon Ruth Knoll could be a good one to go for. But that's more... what is it? That's more, like, sea content, you know? Killing crocodiles. That's not really... It's grinding, yeah, because, you know, grinding is just doing the same repetitive thing over and over. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's, you know, the most interesting thing possible. It's not fun, is what I'm trying to say. However, there is only, like, one other thing that I'm even remotely interested in, and that is... you know what? I'll just use a flare because it's easier. The only thing that I'm really interested in, if anything, is just trying to do life skilling goals and life skilling stuff. So, for instance, the one thing that I'm really... No, I don't care about that. The only thing that I'm, like, really interested in trying to get is just, you know, guru everything. I don't really care about getting the... what's it called? Merchant ring. I don't care about that. I do not care about that. I have said in that video, though, that if I do get the Olin's Merchant Ring piece by, like, July 4th, just because it's Independence Day and it makes it easier for me to remember, then maybe I'll... Actually, I did say I would go and do that, so there you go, I guess. Manage below. Okay, so I need to... Where's the summit one? It's inside this building. Cool. Here's your supplies. Here's a fun thing. If you don't want to actually go on the snowboard, I don't care about, like, these titles and stuff like that. And even this is just kind of, like, stupid. You just escape. It'll take you right back down. No issue. It's actually very funny. Also kind of stupid, but, you know. Unless they patched it? Nope. Sure didn't. Let's get life skill mastery, and then I need to talk to this guy over here second, third time, who knows. For the most part, yeah, all that's done. So the only thing I really need to do is just do fishing, which I'll do in my spare time, because I don't want to bore you guys with that. I didn't get the alpaca, did I? Okay, just double checking, because if I did, I'd delete it right now. Alright, what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to hop to an alt just to kind of AFK just for a moment. I'm going to go run off to the restroom, and then I'll be back to do hour number 2 of Gathering. And then, yeah. After that, then we'll do Bulgasol as the final boss for the stream, and then I have to go after that. So I will be right back in just a few minutes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Sorry about that. Nature calls sometimes. Here's hoping that the game doesn't actually, like, crash or anything. I also need to fix the... Is this also the top right color source? Maybe it is. I was gonna try to see if I can maybe move some stuff around. Like, there's the Raven on the text box doesn't really line up sometimes. You can just barely see an edge over there, just a little bit. But I'm fairly certain the top right box would also move if I moved the whole thing over. So. Alright, so we're gonna move over here, take a look. Nobody's over here. I'm gonna hit that again, and then I'm gonna find my bearings here and get back to it. So we're about 4.91%. First hour is still not technically done. All the buffs are still kind of active. Most of them anyways. I do need to go back to the right pet group. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. Just to... I think I'm going to stick to just using, oh, I didn't even use that, crap. I knew there was something down there, I just forgot. Oh well. The 2-hour buff, it'll probably be fine. Extra 30% I could have gotten though, if I'm being honest. It's whatever. Alright, so I probably should, at the beginning of this, move stuff over as much as I can. Most of the stuff I can, anyways. So that way, put some of them immediately on cooldown. That'll help out in the longevity, I think. Hopefully. I don't know. Game, could you, like, pop the next perfume? Thank you. I'll just have 2 on my hotbar because why not? Makes sense to me. What is my overall mastery, actually? We're gathering 1825. It's not bad. My gathering mastery is not typically 2k, so it's kind of good to see it up there, honestly. Let's do that. Use another 150%. I think that's just about everything. Oh, there's this one too. That's 10 hour. We're not using that. 170 in an hour. That's pretty good, actually. I feel like it's more than I was expecting for Fairy's Breath, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, I would love to hit Mastery 26 today. I don't think it's going to happen in 2 hours. Unless I start getting, like, some really insane, like, drops and whatnot, I don't think it's going to happen. You know, temper your expectations and all. it's okay to like want things to be really, really good, but reality likes to slap you in the face and tell you you're an idiot sometimes. And in my case, it's more times than not. So let's just not think about it too much. Is that legitimately like... Okay, that's 4 Caphras. I was about to say, I don't remember seeing like any in the first hours. You know? Either it happened I wasn't paying attention, or I just never really got any. So, also I'm curious. Decor. These would be nice, but yeah, nothing crazy. That's per usual. It's always like little things. Those artisan memories would be good though for my Dawn's second set of Dawn's gloves, so then I can try to hit them up to try. It would replace my current gloves, so there's that. Also, wish there was a way to craft Marnie's processed fuel. I don't know if that's a thing, because if I did get them, I don't want to have to like completely retag, even though I have like 1,000 fuel, and it wouldn't really be that much of an issue. But man, it would be very convenient if you can just like turn, I don't know, 100 fuel into a processed one, because then I can just untag one thing instead of everything. Big gear problems, am I right? Nothing else over there. That one. It's always pretty cool to me and satisfying to see all these buffs, you know? It's like, it's a bit much, I'm not gonna lie. It's like, that's a lot. But yeah. I am going to probably use this last 30. Unfortunately, it shares the same cooldown as like the event energy tonics. But I need to kind of clear out some of my inventory of some of these things that I just don't need. Like, they're nice, but they're not necessary. What are we at? 11%? Possibly we can get up to like 70. I'm gonna guesstimate 70 to 80%, depending on how many events and other things that we end up getting. Is it here? There it is. I'm doing the whole YouTube Wii. I'm the one who's playing. It's my account, my luck. So depending on how many events I just don't like sounding too narcissistic, but you know. You're in on this journey with me if you're actually watching. If you aren't watching, then I don't blame you. Trust me when I say I ran these numbers last year in the middle of summer, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So here we are, near the end of winter, the following year, and I'm like, yeah, I probably should do that. I wasn't really paying that close attention. There we go. That was a good haul on that one, actually. 13%. Weren't we just at like 11? Two, 3, and 4. Ooh, 2 sharps. I'll take that. Thank you. Okay. One, two, one. That's 1,000. There we go. There was an item in my inventory I wanted to check. Oh, that's just... I should probably sell that. There's a lot of items that are just randomly strewn about, and I probably should do something about them. Most of them, anyways. Stonetail. You know how many Stonetail things I can get from the amount of training that I did not too long ago? A lot. If I go over here and type in training, for instance... Oh, this is going to be interesting. 1, 2, 3... I didn't even know you can stack UIs like this. But over here... where is it at? These here. You go down, you can get... For 40, I can get like 20 of these, and these last like 10 hours. It's ridiculous. Somebody in guild chat is complaining about something, and rightfully so, but Essence of Dawn is what they're talking about. Like, there's just none here. I can put in a pre-order for 9. Like I said, I'm in the video that I haven't done yet. Again, it's going to be out by tomorrow, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I did mention about how I want to go about getting Charizard, because I don't have Charizard yet. And I think I'm going to go with the Tet Devo route. Tet Devo will get me up to, I believe it's Pen Charizard, which, you know, it's pretty good. I'll reduce my DP loss thanks to the Vaha's earrings, so I'll have a DP gain from that. And then, because they'll be considered like Pen Charizard accessories at that point, you also get a crystal to go with it too, which will be nice. Dawn's crystals, I believe. Even if you do Tet Devo, that you also get a crystal. It'll be a gear gain on both AP and DP, and then also I won't have to like destroy any of my other gear or like extract cups out. I can just work on those. So each one of those rings, not that I'm going to try to tap them myself, but if I could, that'd be good. Each one of those Tet Devo, well, not just rings, but any of the accessories, are like 30 billion. So it still is viable to go for that and then upgrade to Charizard. The only big problem that I have is that if you were to get a Charizard, like build it yourself, get a pen accessory, like the Ogre Ring, Ogre Ring, which is a necklace item, you can turn that into 300 Dawn's earrings, or Dawn's Essence, excuse me. And that Dawn's Essence, or Essence of Dawn, can then be used to create an entire set of Charizard. But then you also have to enhance it. And what are your chances of getting up to Pen Charizard with just one Ogre Ring being melted for 300 Essence of Dawn? Not really the best, if I'm going to be honest. I'm sure somebody has done it, but I know how things typically go for me, so I'll pay the like 30 billion each. Who knows? By the time I actually start like wanting to buy them, they might go down in value. They might go down to 25 or maybe 23. Who knows? But yeah, Tet debos are not really a bad way to go about it, and that's how I'm going to do it personally. I talk about it a little bit more in that video that will be going out tomorrow. So, like I said, keep your eyes peeled. It's gonna be out there. It's a doozy of a video too, because I touch up on basically every aspect of Black Desert. You know, treasure grinds, what my gear goal is for like combat gear, life skill gear, my anything like knowledge related, or maybe even life skill EXP thresholds that I want to try to obtain. If I'm going for all 4 Carax, or if I'm going for Evan Reed Knoll, you know, things of that variety in nature. Just about anything late game that you can possibly think of. Minus a few things, I'm sure. I'm sure some people will be like, well, when are you getting the knowledge from Muaquin? Well, I'd have to become a red player, and I really don't want to do that, so. If I did do that, I would want to have some people, you know, maybe get on a season alt or something. I mean, if I wanted to do it more naturally, I just go to a world boss, flag up, kill a bunch of Tuverlatimis over there, get a lot of salty comments from people, and then yeah. I mean, I could also just, you know, let people know, hey, I need a karma bomb. Anybody offering to help me out? I'm sure I can make some stuff happen. I don't want to do that, but because then I'd have to grind all of that back up. And there are places you can go, like Polly's and other places. I just wouldn't be able to go to any alt that's in any town at any point until I get my karma fixed, so I'd be known as a literal fugitive in the game for a good bit. And I can also just go to Arsha too to avoid losing any like XP or crystals or anything like that to players. Fairly speaking, you don't lose much of anything in like Arsha. And if a monster kills you after a player hits you after a certain period of time, before a certain period of time expires, the player gets credited with the kill, so it's not counted as like a monster killed you death. It's more like a player killed you death, and that player's karma will also be affected by it. So they've done a lot of quality of life when it comes to griefing and PKing and stuff like that. So if I needed to absolutely become like a bandit or a red player for a little bit to get knowledge for any reason, like Muaquin, then I could. I just don't really want to ruffle too many feathers in the process. It'd be really funny though, because most towns they have guards, and if you're a red player in one of those towns like Calpheon, Serendia, Velia, those guards will kill you. So yeah, that whole thing is just going to be a nightmare if I decided to do that. I would definitely want to coordinate with people and try to work with them, and try my best to like live in Arsha until I clear my karma, which may or may not be a good thing, but you know. I do have a couple season characters that I could grind at places like Faddis, or I don't really want to go to Polly's Forest on Arsha, but if I needed to, Polly's is another great place to go to. I think Polly's might be the best karma recovery too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't quite remember. So, you know, that's an option available to me. I don't think anything ran out. I think I just got a pretty beefy amount of resources there. Well, that's a lot of fruits. We need to go Kama. That's why it's a bit weird to sometimes harvest once you have the minigame open. It gets rid of it. I should have remembered that. Kind of coasting. Kind of forgot all about it. Alright, my Manos Hoe is starting to run out of durability. It's even branded, I might want to add. Let me go a little bit off the beaten path over here and to repair. And keep going. 40 more minutes and then our 2 hours are done today. Here I am doing the whole R thing. I blame YouTubers from, years ago. What should we do with our Minecraft base, guys? It's like, you guys are the viewers. I'm the person playing. I shouldn't really be wording it like it's ours. It's mine. Yeah, I think about 70%. I mean, it might even be 60 or 50% by the time I'm done with my 40 more minutes of buffs. Of boofs. I bumped my microphone, I'm sorry. I don't know if that popped or anything. Everything should be fine on stream. Yeah, looks fine. My microphone is very sensitive on this cable. If I touch it on accident, yeah. Let's pop an energy gourd again. 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Good. Keep going. I have none right now. That's problematic. I could always put it in Central Market. That does have a limit though, so crazy thing is, right? It's about 15 minutes. Actually, that was 19. There was also some 14 here. So it seems like it's like every 5 minutes or so that I run out and I need to run out of extra space, I should say. But then again, the more of these events I get, then the faster that that's also going to fill up. So a lot of it comes down to how quickly I'm getting those Land of the Morning Light mini games. More of them I get, the faster it fills up, and the more that I have to use my mates / butler. I think I only have like one butler, I think. Pietro. Oh, I do have Ethan. Sorry, I have two. Technically a third one on Central Market. I have 3 butlers and how many? 29 plus 20, so that'd be 49. So I have 46 maids. Thanks, Perlibis. The quality and all. Most of those, I kid you not, are from events in the past where PA just gives out a free maid. They're not from me buying, trust me. Early on, when seasons first came out, I was buying season passes, but to be fair, I did have a job and could afford to spend like 30 bucks every 3 months or so. So, but then after that, I was like, how much am I actually getting for this? Like, a maid for the Central Market and one for like normal storage. That's cool and all. Outfit box, it's like 20 bucks. So like those 3 items alone was like 40 bucks, over 40 bucks. So realistically, you're paying for those, and then like all the little goodies too. You know, in my mind, I was like, yeah, it's totally worth it. But then after a couple seasons, I'm like, I don't really need like any more storage maids or Central Market maids. I just don't need that. So I stopped buying them pretty early on, maybe like the 3rd or 4th season. I really like this song. It's very chuggy. Chug it along, you know. Yeah, it should be fine. Not bad. Today's been a rather productive day. Just I'm getting to that point where I'm like watching these timers and like it's 34 minutes left. And it's, yeah, it's that thing of you don't notice time is passing by that quickly, and then when you start noticing it, that's all you think about. It's like, oh, it's only been 30 seconds since I last looked. Like, stop looking. Simple. So here. Yeah. Need one more perfume of swiftness. That'll be the end of the hour. What's crazy though is even though that I've been, pushing really hard today to try to get this done, or at least, make a decent amount of progress, it's still not that much work, which sucks. Like the amount of effort that I put in, it's not like it's, I'm grinding my butt off trying to survive, always at low HP or something like that. I've done that before. It's not fun. But it's boring. It is. It truly is boring. Going for Guru anything is just boring. Too. Nice. Or please tell me off cooldown a little bit, not the entire amount, but. That was probably most of them. Yeah, that was all of them. Cool. Okay, do I have it off cooldown? I do not. I think it's fine. I don't need it right now. I probably will need a pop, maybe one or two more though. If the events slow down, we're Gucci. Here I am doing that wee thing again. That's right, daily's ticked over. Grab that stuff there. Should be good. I almost forgot where I was there for a second. I don't think what else I want to gather or anything. Here. Didn't mean to do that. I wish I could just, click on the squares instead of having to use WASD and spacebar. Oh my gosh, please stop using the evasion move, thank you. What happens when you quickly double tap a direction? So like forward, you just kind of blink forward, go step. You do it to the side with like shift. You also do ninja evasion, which is typically, I think I have it disabled though, but go step does work for forward twice, back twice, any direction really twice. Maybe not backwards. Every direction but backwards. Okay, only forwards. Which makes it even stupider. I swear I've played this class once or twice before. Definitely not my main or anything. There it is. I'm gonna find it eventually. Let's slam down another gourd. It's crazy. Back up to 300 forest or fairy's breath again. 335. That's actually insane. It's crazy. It honestly is. I also, one of these days, need to finish the Ataraxian knowledge stuff. Be nice. Lots of fruit. 40 of them, actually. So, before, in ye old days of Yonder past, this was a great spot to go to for fruits. You would get all sorts of different fruit from harvesting herbs. Fruit of the sun, fruit of flame, fruit of all that fun stuff. Ever since they, like, changed everything, you might notice, like, 2 and 2, or, like, the one before where it was, like, 3 different individual singular fruit. I think the game still is like, oh yeah, you're getting fruit of the sun and fruit of life or something like that. We'll just give you like 3 different fruit of nature. There still is the thing of whenever you get something as well, your hedgehog, if you have one, might proc it a second time. So maybe that's just a normal fruit of nature, but then your hedgehog procs a second one or something. Back when it was the ye old days of Yonder days with all the fruits and stuff, all the like 20 or so different types of fruit, traces were all different as well, and all that fun stuff. I think powders as well, but I think powders never got unified, thankfully. The fruits, when you got like a multitude of different types of fruits, it would be like a rainbow effect, because you would end up with like 5 or 6 different types of fruits in one harvest. But then your hedgehog would proc some of them, but not all of them. So then it's just like a whole bunch of different colored fruits everywhere. And some of which you just couldn't really sell on the market because they just kind of sat. But most fruits would be sold pretty quickly. Even if it sat, it didn't sit for long. I remember some of the ones that were just kind of a pain to get were fruit of the sun, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say fruit of the sun. Alright, do that. I'll be starting riding a knife's edge with my energy now. I forgot to pop energy buffs here and there for like 20 minutes, so either that or I've gotten a lot more events and I can't tell you which it is. I do have some energy tonics here that are small ones, that are like 15 energy. Might as well use those so I can get rid of them out of my inventory. inventory is getting full. I do have about 12 maids ready to move resources. Go into it's the age-old debate: should I do it now or should I wait till I'm like absolutely filled up on weight? Well, the game is making that decision for me. Oh, there we go. Well, here we go. I have one available off cooldown. Was that? Sorry, I saw the central markets. I'm like, wow, that's a lot. No, wait. I don't care about the thicket. And my character is glowing. Not sure why, but probably all the buffs, I had to guess. When my fairy pops the next perfume, I need to stop the auto cast, auto use. So I'll be trying to pay attention to that in the next minute or so. Energy potion. I do another gourd. No, 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3. And here. There we go. Ooh, 10 sharps on that one. Thank you. 44. That is not enough. I'll be able to make 20 concentrateds with just what I have here, so that's, you know, something. I have 3 on that character and none in storage, so probably gonna have to buy some sharps here. They're quite expensive, actually. Black gem? What? Bulk gem. Black gem. Yeah, they're pre-ordered to the moon and back. So I'll probably just buy some crystal shards here in a second. I did actually buy like 400 and I turned them all into concentrated black stones, the normal ones, the armor, or used to be armor but their weapon. Yeah, they all got unified. I think I turned like 400 shards into those, so that was my bad, but then I did do a lot of tapping, like heavy tapping after that, so I burned through maybe 200 of those, so I probably didn't need all of them, but still. Should probably only do like 100 or 200 at a time and just hold on to the rest of the resources, because it's the I call it's the balance, it's the scale. I do go back and forth between combat and life skilling, so I'm constantly using resources that are used in both of those things, and it's like, which do I dedicate more resources to potential success? Do I want to push my gathering level up higher? Do I want to push my combat ability higher? Like, what are we feeling? Sort of like an internal check I do with myself, and yeah, it's sometimes it's not clear and concise. Like, oh yeah, we should do this. It's like sometimes it's more like, maybe we'll try combat gear and see what happens, and then it doesn't work, and I'm like, cool, I wasted those resources. But like, you never know if it's going to work or not, so you don't really know if it's truly a waste until you tried and failed. And that's the thing, I can't say you failed an enhancement, it's just the game just didn't want you to have it. You clicked a button, that's all you did, and that's the amount of skill involved. Anybody with like a Neanderthal brain can do that. Oh, I clicked on my mouse and said I failed. somebody else is like, "Yo, I'm so carried," or I'm so good, I got this thing. Dude, you literally click the button. There's no skill involved. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there. So yeah, that's my mini rant for you as far as like enhancement goes. There's so many people's like, "Oh, I'm so good. I've got all this." No, you're not good. You didn't do anything different. You're not special. Calm down. Clicked a button. You did the same thing I did, except for I spent 60 billion on trying to get a Tet Black Star as a backup to then just start crawling for pens, and you got your pen Black Star on your first tap. Like, good for you, dude. The game just decided in that moment that it was going to be merciful to you. Oh, about 62% so far. Nice. This might actually be about 70%. So my estimate might not... if it's over 75, I'll feel that we did good work today. But even if we don't, even if I don't, sorry, doing the whole we thing again. Yeah, I will feel very accomplished with the progress that I made today. Oh my goodness. I'm not saying to expect it from now on, but there might be a lot more like gathering streams. Once I hit Guru, we can move on to other things like maybe do more bartering or maybe do sailing, fighting crocodiles, whatever. Maybe more Decky of Thornwood grinding. But yeah, tonight's going to be interesting. I have some stuff I got to do in game. I'm being secretive about it, but truthfully, it's just party shrines. And I don't want to put somebody on the spot. We do have a couple streamers in our guild, the guild that I'm in, I should say. But I don't want to like put people on the spot like, oh yeah, you're live on YouTube right now. I don't want to put people in that sort of situation. Plus, years ago, I used to tell anybody and everybody that I YouTube and that I was doing things in game, you know, and stuff like that. And I found out real quick why you don't do that. Because then it's like, hey, can we go do this for content? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to be a Ready player for content. No way. Go to our shit or something. How many are off cooldown? 6. Not the best. We can make it work, though. The whole Wii thing again, man. It's so ingrained in my head from watching YouTube videos from, like, Yonder days of past. I'm talking, like, 2015, 16, where, like, it was Let's Play, and it was a one person playing the game, but then he was, like, interacting with the chat, like... Kind of like how we would consider a modern day Twitch streamer, but in a video context. Like, what do you think we should do with our base? It's like, we're done playing, but, you know, if you were asking for ideas, I guess that's something, but... I need to undo some of that conditioning. However, there is also the whole thing of, I don't want to say parasocial, but more of a, it's more of a thing of, you've seen me do it, so you don't feel like you have to do it sort of a thing. Vicariously living through another person, that's what it was. Like, some people might go back and, like, watch the video of me getting the compass and then be like, okay, I did it. I've seen it happen. We're done. I don't need to do it anymore. I don't need to build a compass. And then you realize that you don't actually have a compass, and you just, you know, are trying to live through my success of getting the compass piece. And, like, that's another thing. There are times I watch somebody else do stuff, and I'm in like Black Desert or other games, really, and I'm like, well, I don't need to play that game. I've already seen it. I've experienced it without having to actually play it. So, point in case, actually, Tears of the Kingdom, I was playing it, and I had every intention to play through the entire game, but I watched my sister play and beat pretty much the entire game. I didn't watch the entire time. I was trying to, like, you know, spoiler shield myself, but I saw her beat basically all 4 of the bosses, all 4 of the dungeons, and then beat Ganon, and I was like, okay, that's cool. So when I started playing it for series reasons, you know, live streams and stuff, I was just like, you know, I've already seen all this. I don't really need to play it, you know. So that series like stopped after, I think it was 2 episodes, like not even 5 hours. That's not saying, like, you know, Tears of the Kingdom was a terrible game because it didn't get my interest. It was me that just didn't have an interest in it because I watched my sister play it. It didn't help either that I also watched a lot of speedrunners try to figure out how to actually speedrun and route the game, and you got to a point where you can beat Tears of the Kingdom in like less than 30 minutes. So yeah, it just kind of became this thing that I was just like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like, I do have more maids off cooldown. Hopefully this will be enough for the hour. I do have one more. Let's go ahead and put away the fruit. A couple thousand fruit. I'm debating if I want to do any alchemy to like push for anything higher than alchemy 4. Like obviously eventually I might just feel the urge to go and do some alchemy just because, but nothing to like push for anything. And there's not a whole lot. But excuse me. There's not a whole lot of incentivizing on doing alchemy in Black Desert, if I'm honest. Other than just being like, I brew potions. Like, maybe if you were RPing or something, I can see it being useful, but even at that, it's still just like, it's such a niche thing that cooking boxes are far superior when it comes to making more money. I would only recommend alchemy if you needed, for whatever reason, alchemy seals for like currency exchange. That's literally the only reason I would ever recommend alchemy over cooking for not even really like a day. Because to me, it's just, it really, there's no benefit to it at all. I mean, Dalashane used to be that if you were a Guru Alchemist, which is the whole reason I pushed for Guru to begin with, you could exchange Lightstones for Lightstone Crystal Fragments, and I believe they reduced that. I don't remember what it could be now, but maybe they didn't, maybe they did, I'm not sure. But, yeah. Let's see. Did they reduce it? No, it's still Guru 1. Yeah, so I don't know. It's that's like one of the only real reasons to go for it. But once I'm at Guru, it's like there's no real reason to push it any higher, other than just like, oh, look at the rankings. I am number 5 server for Alchemist. Aren't I so cool, guys? It's like, not really. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. It's a lot of hard work. If you've ever done cooking up to Guru, you might be like, wow, that was kind of tough. Like, if you've never gotten a character to Guru before, or I guess your account to Guru nowadays, you're going to be like, wow, that was tough. Wait until you get to Alchemy. Alchemy is like 10 times harder. The main caveat, or the main reason for that, is cooking. You can do what's called mass production or mass cooking, which when you go to cook something, there's a chance that you'll get the maximum amount of recipes, or bulk crafting, if you will. That bulk crafting will do 10 times the amount of resources and give you 10 times the amount of results in that one durability use on that facility. Alchemy has no such thing. It is every single recipe, every single craft is one times the recipe's worth. So in order for you to craft 100 items, you have to let the durability go down by 100, and if it takes 2 seconds per, that's 200 seconds plus any that might occur from lag or internet instability or whatever. So alchemy is a lot harder to level up than cooking is. At least with the 10 times crafting on cooking, you could be sitting at something that could take, normally like 15 minutes could maybe be done in 7.5 or even 5 minutes. Whereas alchemy, if it takes 20 minutes, it takes 20 minutes. There's no way to speed it up. Outside of, outfit boxes, life stones, things that naturally do it, but there's no way to mass process for alchemy. It's literally one recipe at a time, not bulk 10 at once like cooking is. I didn't notice that until I was like, it was like almost a week. I just had a hard time sleeping at night. I was just like, okay, I guess I'll just be near my computer. And it got to a point where I created a second Discord account just so my main computer, where all the magic quite literally was happening, I would hook up to a Discord call with my phone, and then I would use share screen on my computer so that I can watch, like if I was around the house or something, I could watch it from my phone, and I didn't have to be at my computer, so I can maybe play on the TV or something, and then just go back when I notice if my character's standing still or not. I don't see the procs popping up on my screen. I would go in there, set it back up. Instead of, there are multiple different ways you can do it too. There's another method that I used to do where it was a timer. I would like count how long it would take, and then I would put like a 20-minute timer, 15-minute, however long it was. When the timer went off, I just went in there, fixed it, we're done, move on, reset the timer, keep going. But the Discord thing was a lot better because I could set a timer, but then if I noticed, 17 minutes in for some reason it's done faster, then it's like, oh, okay, cool. I can go in there, I can set it up so that way I don't waste 3 minutes, which 3 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're doing something that literally takes hours and hours, and the randomness too when it comes to like durability, unless you repair it every time, like set a 20-minute timer, but you only use like 700 out of 900, that's 100, or it's like 200 or so durability that you're wasting if you repair. So if it was, 200 durability left, then it's like, okay, I don't know how long that's actually going to take. Like, I could calculate, oh, that would take like 3-4 minutes. I could just watch the Discord feed and be like, okay, yeah, it's durability ran out. Don't know when, but we'll go in there as soon as I can, get it fixed. It was a whole process for alchemy, process that I was not happy with. So but it's done, it's over with. It literally took me about a week, and yeah, it was painful, absolutely painful. In case you're curious what I made basically made deer's blood, or took deer's blood and made sinner's blood, excuse me, because sinner's blood was, most of the resources were readily available, and even though there was a lot of other resources or other things like maybe tyrant's blood or clown's blood, more advanced recipes, there wasn't nearly that much at the time sitting on the market for it all. I ended up spending like 5 to 6 billion on just blood alone, and maybe another 3 or 4 billion on everything else, just to try to get it all working. I think the end cost was somewhere around like 6 to 7, maybe 8 billion silver to go from Master 2 or 3 to Guru 1 on Alchemy. And it was funny because there was somebody else who was like, yeah, I'm trying to go for it too. And I was like, where are you at? He's like, I'm at Alchemy 12, like Master 12. I was like, okay, well, we'll see who gets there first. And when I got to Alchemy 12, it took, a day or so of literally a full-on day of like babysitting the computer. I posted in the Discord, and he's like, I can see it's yours. I'm like, dude, you literally were like, yeah, let's do this. I work better when it's competitive and stuff, and then you just bow out day one? Seriously? I think he ended up at like Alchemy Master 15 or something. He barely moved up like 2 or 3 levels. But as I said, the further that you get up in the levels, the harder it becomes. It scales exponentially at a certain point. So what used to be like 3 levels at like Master 1 through 3 is actually a combined 1 level, or maybe even like 75% of the level, or even half of a level at Master 28, 29. So it does scale up pretty high, and it becomes a lot harder to, in some ways, a lot harder to motivate yourself to keep pushing forward, because it's just a slippery slope. All right. Alright, we're almost done. I'll finish out this rotation here. Whatever buffs are left at the end is what's left at the end. It's fine. And then I also need a little bit more energy to actually do this rotation. After this, like I said, I might have my character just kind of like AFK horse train throughout the night. And then sometime tomorrow, potentially pick this up again and do more gathering. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I don't want to make any promises, and I haven't made far too many of those, and they didn't really come to fruition. Excuse me. Didn't come to fruition, so I would rather attempt to let things kind of ride out and see how things go tomorrow. Just tell me, okay, I do. Because I'm about to lose my Verter drop, which is not good. Waiting to reuse, it's fine. Like I said, here at the top of the hour, in like 7-8 more minutes, there is going to be Bulgasol, Diglett, here goes most of my buffs. No, the buff bar, it's gone. Oh, I just realized. I was like, man, it feels like it's going slightly slower. It is. I really don't like that they won't let you continue, or they do let you continue when your tool is actually, like, bad. Because why? It takes like an extra second longer. Just let the person be like, oh no, you can't do that. That's not how real tools work. If I was using a hoe and the top half broke off, you think I'm going to continue using that? Maybe if I was almost done with what I'm doing, but no. Not for longer extended periods of time. That's got to be because of fishing chair and farmers, or fishers, excuse me. Because the amount of things that Pearl Abyss is doing for us life skillers. Some people on the combat side might be like, oh, you guys are getting spoiled. You really want to say that? Think of how you feel when Pearl Abyss introduces the next gear item and you're like, man, I hate this. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. You want to spend $20 on a fishing rod that you can't repair, that'll eventually run out? But, you know, you could, in theory, AFK fish for like 5 months with it. So it's really cool. No. It's not cool, nor is it fun. It's boring. Alright, let me auto path over to Calpheon here. And once we get to Calpheon, I'm going to put my stuff away, and then I'm going to check. Yep, Bulgasol should be in 5 minutes. So once Bulgasol is killed, which shouldn't take more than like 2.5, 3 minutes. Excuse me. That'll basically be the end of the stream. And then I have shrines to do with people tonight. Yeah. Hide empty groups. Could do some of these training ones actually real quick too. When's the next time for Garmoth? 4 hours-ish. Should be 9:15 Pacific, I want to say. It's 15 after, 4 hours from now. It's about to be 5 o'clock. Yeah, about 9:15. Not bad. Hopefully I'll still be awake. My character is just glowing. 10. Wow, that's actually insane. Some fish. This is a better fish, right? Yeah, that's the worst fish. So I'm gonna put the bad fish below. In fact, I'll put them hidden down here, so I don't accidentally use them. Don't need that. I don't even think I used that. That sucks. Oh well. I need to... Is that guild stuff? That's guild stuff. Let me hide my screen for a second here so I can put this stuff away. Alright. Some people might be okay with it. I haven't asked for permission, and I don't want to assume that I can just show all that guild information, because I believe there's like guild Discord information, and I don't really want to just like leak that information out there for people, so... Err on the side of caution most of the time, as you'd expect. Should expect. What was there? What was the Layla's petals? Yeah. Yeah, I need more ferns for a lot more stuff, actually. Kama, let's put the fruit away. And we're going to head over to the world boss, Bulgasol. And then after Bulgasol, I really don't know how to say it. I just think Paugasol when I say Bulgasol. We go to... I will go to Utiri. Utiri? Birdman. Beanman. Beanbird. Birdbean? Birdbean. Beanbird. Alright. So, Bulgasol will be appearing shortly. For anybody who might be watching this live and you haven't done Bulgasol, here's your wake-up call. Is that an NPC? Sure is. I thought that was just like a player laying down on their side. Alright. Now we're just going to hang out here. I want to take a look. I did mention that I might have to purchase more crystal shards. Let me... menu. It's on cooldown, so... I have to do this. What do we got here? 227, 55. It's going to be 20 per 50. That's how the conversion rate happens here. So this will be 4, which means I need 80. So if I wanted to make those, I would need another like 25. I think I'm going to bite a bullet here and just do 100. I don't want to use all my money, but I do want to try to get a little bit more. Is there... not really on another character. There might be some pouches here and there, I'm not sure. I do know that I do have 128 of these, and they do offer like these pouches that have the sharps in them, so that is a possibility that I could do that. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll wait till I get like 400 more dice and then complain that I have to sit there for like 30 hours spinning those dice. It's not that long, but still. But here comes Bulgasol. Bulgasol. Well, the Goo fans, unite! My workers still working? I sure hope so. Yep, they're still working. I know that... Okay, they're off cooldown. Cool. I was going to say, I know they're probably still on cooldown, but if they are not, I would like to put more meat over there. Alright, Bulgasol, please let us hit you. Thank you. Ow, that hurt. Not really. I do not remember how to play Sork. That's fine. I am enough. Just gonna wait till he dies, revive, get my loot. Before people are like, oh my gosh, you're so bad at this game. This is a seasoned Sork with nothing more than season gear, and I never really got good at playing Sork. It requires a lot of you to do that, so. He did. Nope, no flame. It's fine. It's not fine. Let's go ahead and... I'll move these down here, actually. I'll move further down, that's fine. Alright. Alright, so we need to go up next to Birdman. Birdbean Man. Over here, I need to click on the horse. Over here, thank you. And then unfortunately, I just need to take my sweet time going over there. This horse does not have drift, I don't think. Hopefully he'll... Cheat? We'll get it on this next level up, but no guarantees. Alright, so, well, that is going to be it from me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, leave a subscribe down below, a like. Let me know down in the comment section what you might want to see me maybe attempt to do next, or maybe some suggestions on various things. Like I said, there's going to be a video. I'm going to get to work on it maybe sometime tonight or tomorrow, maybe before I stream, of me and my goals of 2025 in Black Desert, what I want to do, things that I have accomplished in the last year, various different things. So be on the lookout for that video, because that video will be very, very good to watch, and will kind of bring things up to a head that maybe if you don't know who I am and don't know the journey that I've been on, it will fill some of those gaps in, if you will. So yeah, that's it from me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, subscribe, ring the bell, hit that like button down below if you guys enjoyed the video that much. That way it'll let YouTube know that, hey, maybe you want to watch this guy when he's live again, or just I will be, totally against you wanting to enjoy watching somebody, and I won't, share this guy's stuff to you ever again. It has happened before. It truly has. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. Until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless.